welcome back again. This is Mike Perkins. Again, thanks for all the likes. Thanks for all of the comments, the subscribers. Let's get to that 200 before the end of June. I would appreciate that. Just thanks for the support. Keep the videos going up. I see the views kind of going up. We're going from, views of, the teens going into the hundreds. It's a couple videos that's in the thousands. So I appreciate it. Just keep, showing love. I'll keep kicking these out. You see the thumbnail, you see the title. So now that the smoke is cleared on the Johnny Depp, Amber Heard situation, I'm sitting back and I'm thinking, what have I learned from this situation? And is it a positive thing? Is it a negative thing? It is a positive thing. I think that people were trying to, people, and mainly women, I think women were, just as far as my observation, even women that thought she was lying, early, women were like, man, I wish they would just end it. I mean, she's lying, but for me, I wanted it to drag on as long as possible because I wanted her to get every lie out that she can possibly get out. I didn't want her to leave any lie untold because I wanted people to see how it looks when a woman lies. I'm not of the belief that all women are lying. I'm not of the belief that most women are lying, when they say, they're victims of domestic abuse, sexual violence, or anything like that. I'm not of the belief that most women are lying. But I am of the belief that people are bad. You know what I mean? That there are some just bad people out here. Not all people are bad, obviously. I don't think most people are bad. But I do understand that there are some bad people out there. And some of them are women. So that when you have a woman who would say, why would a woman lie about something like that? That's a red flag for me. So what it showed is that a person can be a bad person. And I don't want people calling her crazy. I don't want her to be, oh, she's just crazy. I don't want that. I don't want her to be bipolar. I don't want her to be none of the above. I want her to be a very sane woman who knew what she was doing. She just executed the plan and it didn't work out. It didn't work out. I wanted that to keep playing. I wish it could go on for another month. In September we got another one that's going on. And look, for the Meg Thee Stallion thing, look, I almost hope she's telling the truth because that story sounds wild. And if it's not the truth, sheesh. But back to the Johnny Depp case, that's one thing. One thing that was a positive thing is that, you got to see, truth prevail and justice be served, and that's really a good thing. And I really, really like that it kind of came out that way. They didn't award him all the money. I think he was suing for like $50 million or something like that. And it was a civil case. It wasn't a criminal case. Even though, I think with what was said and how they found him, they agreed with him. I think that should be something that kind of, makes him, file criminal suits. And I don't know how that works. I'm talking like I know what that is. I don't. Whatever. But the next thing I'm thinking about is that I'm a little discouraged in this sense, is that it took pretty much an act of God for him to get for people to believe him. It took millions of dollars, recordings, and white privilege for him to be found innocent, of all of the accusations that she put on him. Now, a nigga can record something, but the lack of $1 million, most of us, and white privilege, if you a nigga, you ain't got no white privilege whatsoever, really, really puts me at a space where I'm just like, well, that's discouraging because everybody doesn't record everything, and I'm pretty sure she's done some wilder shit that probably didn't make the recording and said some wilder shit that didn't make it to a recording. So that's sort of discouraging. And I really want women to understand that the bar for proving what you're saying is just you said it. The bar for a man proving what he's saying is a recording millions of dollars, and white privilege. And 2 out of those 3 ain't really that prevalent. You know what I mean? It's not really just out there like that. And so that you have to look at all of these situations very, very closely, because although, again, I'm not saying all women are lying, you know what I'm saying, with these situations, but the why would a woman lie question is a very, very, it's an infuriating question to me. You know, like, a woman would lie because realistically, and we'll see in the aftermath of this, there's really no penalty for it. Save from a guy having, you know, recordings, millions of dollars of white privilege, there's really no precedent for a penalty for saying some guy hit you or some guy did something to you. You feel me? There's really no precedent for it. This is like a first. This is a really big case. I think this case will go down in history as the time when it happened like that. And I don't know if cases going forward will be like that, but I'm just saying it should be something. But it's discouraging because you still have women that exist in this world where why would a woman lie? Well, there are a few good reasons. One, the aforementioned, there's really no penalty for it. 2, there's only upside, right? So if people believe you, then, you know, you win. You know, you win if people believe you. And lastly, you know, there's there's resources attached to it. You know, there's resources attached to victimhood. And really, I have a fourth one. It's because you get all of this stuff at no expense. Like, if a woman actually went through some kind of violence or anything like that, then she actually went through that trauma. So really bringing it up and going through all the litigation and things of that nature, that would be drama. I understand that. That would be trauma. You know, you probably don't even want to see a courtroom because you've gone through it and you're dealing with it. You know, and I don't know it personally, obviously, because, you know, I'm not a woman, but I could imagine that would be tough for you, the trauma of going through it and then having to relitigate it and restate it and restate the story and tell people what happened and this, that, and the third, and then the invasion of privacy and all that. I can imagine that wouldn't be any fun. That'd probably be a bad deal. But if you're lying, you're not going through any of that. You didn't have any trauma. You just have a story that you're going to try to stick to and hopefully get some resources out of. You understand what I'm saying? And like for Amber Heard, what I find to be, and again, in the, you know, the latter, you know, months and even years, we'll kind of see how this plays out. White men, when Me Too first came out, white men were getting their ass kicked. And some of them dudes didn't do shit. And they was just like, oh man, like I guess I gotta get fired, or oh man, I guess I gotta lose some endorsements, or lose a movie, or lose this or that. Some of them dudes didn't do it. You know, some of them dudes was just like, damn, I'm not this guy, but I gotta shut the fuck up because it's no really. You think Amber Heard is not gonna get what all those other women didn't get? And not every woman, of course, every woman wasn't lying, but every woman wasn't telling the truth either. You think that Amber Heard is not gonna get she gonna get some of that? Cause I couldn't get her, but I'm gonna get you. She might, Aquaman 2, she not gonna get the Waterboy 2. She not gonna get shit. So what I've learned ultimately from this case is that, you know, that I don't think that women really understand what we're seeing from them. 1, and 2, you really have to be, in order to get your I'm innocent on, you really gotta have all your ducks in a row. You know? And so fellas, just be safe out here, man. You know, most of y'all don't have millions of dollars. Most of y'all don't have presence of mind to record shit. And certainly only people that got white privilege is, you know, white people. So just be careful out here, man. But that's my time, man. Thank you again for all of the love that you've been showing me. You know what I'm saying? Keep the views going up. Keep all the love going up. And you know what I'm saying? It's Mike Perkins. I'm out.